got a Game of Dwarves. Yes, it's the new game supplied by Paradox, who you may know as also being involved with War of the Roses, Magicka, and what a number of other games as well. This game here came out 2 days ago, and it's my first try at having a good playthrough. So I'm going to have a good run through this with you guys. As you can see up here, this is the straight screen. One thing we've got on here that I've noticed, I think is nice addition, is down the bottom corner here, the mouse is, you've got a wiki link. So if you don't know what you're doing or what monsters or something, it says search in text, one button, go to the wiki, and Facebook as well for them. So, I have had a brief look through the options here. We are going to try and run at full screen, although by previous attempts it did decide to reduce the screen, so we're going to have to see how that goes. Sound, I am keeping at 80% master. I honestly don't know how it is, you guys, please do let me know. But the cutscenes are very, very quiet, so I'm keeping it at that level so you can hear what on earth is really going on. So if I go out of there and into the campaign, now there's a campaign and custom game. A custom game's got sort of sandbox. Campaign is actually what it says, it's a campaign. Now, it got me up here. This is literally what I've done. I've done tutorial mission 1 of land 1. That's what I know. So it's almost a blind go playthrough, but there'll be plenty of stuff beyond the first level that I won't have a clue what's going to happen. However, because I'm going to go through some stuff for you guys, I'm going to start a new campaign. And we're going to call our Prince, what should we call him? Let's call him Charles Barrington Smythe. Oh, I won't do it. Charles Barrington. There you are, that'll do. I'll talk Prince Charles Barrington.
A long time ago, in a no wait. Somewhere around here, I mean. In this very mountain, the first dwarves entered this world. The dwarves had unlimited ambition and the talent for whatever they set their minds to. They dug through mountains, built wondrous artifacts and structures, and had a courage of steel to face the fiercest of monsters. And win. On their way to glory, they encountered other races, such as the nimble elves and the mighty dragons. With their help, soon the dwarves had spread far from their homeland and created a vast kingdom. But that was a long time ago, and I was merely ancient back then. In the end, it was due to change. They came from the unknown regions of the north. Mages. The dwarves had never seen anything like them. They wielded powerful energies called magic, and brought with them terrible creatures that seemed to hate the very world itself. Even so, the dwarves offered their hand in friendship, but the mages had no such intentions. They struck out against the dwarves, and soon the great dark magic war had begun. The dragons flew to help the dwarves, but the mages were so powerful that they managed to strike the dragons down from the sky, destroying them. The elves fled the lands to let the dwarves fight for themselves. The noble dwarves fought long and hard for their survival against the ruthless mages and the terrible destruction they brought in their wake. With no one to help, the dwarves were pushed back.
Dad, you told this story dozens of times already. It's not real. There are no mages or dragons, and we don't even have a great kingdom laying around. This is boring to listen to again. I don't.
But soon, the dwarves will rise again, and they will build a civilization worthy of their stolen glory!
Dad, are you talking to yourself again?
No.
Alright, so that's the introduction. I do love the way they've done that with kind of like an old Punch and Judy type thing, just with cardboard cutouts on sticks. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. I would try and do voices, but there's no way I'm going to mash those two on there. So I'm just going to read the normal voice for the Prince, who comes here, Charles Barrington Smythe.
I'm the Prince, and you will hear me.
Father, I have arrived. Was there something you wish to speak to me about?
Put down the ale and listen.
You've been a lazy lab since the day you were born, not knowing the grandness of what a true dwarf should be. You have no ambition despite filling your belly.
What must I do for
But father, but no more. I'm throwing you out of here so you can learn how to take care of your own dwarven clan. You may only return home to Hemport when you have proven yourself to be my heir and a true prince of the dwarves. Now go. And here we are, the other map. Greetings dwarves, welcome to Vanheim. I suppose I should introduce myself. I am the Prince of the Dwarven people, the only remaining direct descendant of King Father, our ruler. King Father has encouraged me to be more responsible and take my duties more seriously. So from here on out, I'll be the head of my own clan. However, we will not be considered a true clan until we complete something called the Trial. Look into the lessons King Father has prepared for us in order to learn how to control everything. Just click the lessons button at the lower part of the screen. Besides that, there are two places we can go. Backyard, where we can train on how to control a settlement, and a trial, where we will test our mettle. I would recommend that we first take King Father's lessons, and then try everything out in the backyard. Then we can finally show what we are made of in the trial. Well, for the lessons, I'm just going to go straight in here. Hemland, in the backyard. This is obviously the tutorial, so it says step-by-step explanation of how to control your own clan of dwarves. So, you could go on here if you wanted to, do your lessons, but pretty much everything you need to learn, as far as I'm aware, you can do straight next. So, in we go. And here we are.
Come on now.
Alright, here we are. This is where many dwarven clan leaders have practiced their skills before trying to undertake the trial. This is a perfect spot to train the very basics of how to rule and control your own settlement. If you haven't already, you should really look at King Father's lessons on the world map. There he explains everything worth knowing about how to control everything. Yeah, but we learn it here as well. But for now, we should focus on the training. Let's do this step by step. We should pay close attention to the quest log. It will give us detailed information of any quests that we should perform in order to complete levels. Quest log up here. So, to look around, you can use both the mouse and the keyboard. With the mouse, just move the cursor to the edges of the screen to move the camera. With the keyboard, you press WAS and D. WASD. You can rotate the camera by holding the scroll button on the mouse and then dragging the mouse, or pressing Q and E on the keyboard. Yeah. Or there. The underground is not one flat layer. Sometimes you might look up and down. This is done by the slider in the bottom right corner. That's this thing. So we're on level 19. There you go. We can also use the R and F keys. Bloop, 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 bloop. Sometimes you want to zoom in or out with the mouse. You can just use the scroller and the keyboard, Z and X keys. Let's get really up and close person on this guy. Look at him there, having a drink on the job. Yeah, lazy so and so. Yeah, that's right. Put away your mug. Let's see what I have in the throne room. A throne, spawning pool, and one digger dwarf. Really? Only one dwarf? Digger dwarf. To get him to work, the first thing select the dig order, the blinking button down in the menu. Blip. Then we should select a block. Click on it and the digger will go there to dig it out. Let's have him practice a bit. We should select a few blocks for him to dig. The big black void around us consists of blocks that have not yet been dug out. We should be mindful, many blocks here seem to be undiggium and cannot be dug. The marker turns red when you try to dig a block. That block is made of undiggium. That means we need to find some other block to dig out. For example there, undiggium. So, stick there. And, oh, what's this? Hag over here, maybe? That big question mark area? I reckon that's a good place to start. So that's how quick actually digging is. It's very, very fast digging. It might be faster as the governor levels when you actually get him to like level 3 or 4 before then. Hold on now, what's this? You seem to have found a big empty room. Gosh! And what's that over there? What is that over there? That over there? That yellow stuff? That looks like gold! We should definitely gather some. We gather materials and minerals by using the dig order, just with any block.